again, we haven't got anything massive to say. We just want to say a huge thank you to everyone. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone for turning up. We've got obviously loads of amazing friends. We've got family who've come over to come and see us. They've come obviously crazy distances, spent shitloads of money to come over here.
And thank you for moving to Australia with me and trusting me and sticking with me even when I'm broken. And just like thank you everyone. It means so much to us. Obviously we've made so many amazing friends in these last 2 years here, and obviously our family coming over, and my friend Natalie, wherever she is, coming all the way over on her own, and you know, it means so much to us. I can't even explain it. So thank you, and we'll never forget it. And we just want everyone to just have a really good night. Just get some drinks down here. I want everyone dancing. Have a party. Just have a good time. Yeah. And yeah, thank you.
Cheers, everyone.
One more time, guys. Mr. and Mrs. Connors. Big round of applause. All right, I'm just going to open up the floor.
First of all, I'd like to personally thank each and every one of you for being here today. I'm making this such an extra special day for Kevin and Ceri. When Ceri was growing up, I never for one moment thought I'd be giving her away on a beach in Australia. But here we are, and in all fairness, what a beautiful setting for a wedding and a lovely ceremony too. I'd also like to welcome Kev to the family, even though he does support Liverpool. And one thing I'd like to say about Kev is I think if I'd have actually gone out there and handpicked a husband for Ceri, I don't think I could have found anybody much better than Kev, because in all fairness, from the very first day I met him, I've been very impressed with him and his overall attitude to life. And Ceri. What can I say about Ceri? I think you'd be hard-pressed to actually find anybody more determined than Ceri, because from a very young age, she's always set out to achieve her dreams in life. And a lot of them she has done, like becoming a hairdresser, owning a convertible car, of course. Working cruise ships, seeing the world. Of course, seeing Chelsea win the Premier League. 5 times, Kev. 5 times, kid. Just saying. And of course, emigrating and finally marrying her best friend and soulmate. And I think one thing we can all agree on as well today is how absolutely stunning Ceri looks. Because, of course, earlier this afternoon when I went to pick her up from her apartment, when she walked into the room, I was gobsmacked because I couldn't believe what was there in front of me, because what it was a beautiful little princess. My beautiful little princess. And I really can't find the words to describe how proud I feel today of being her dad. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I just ask you all please to raise a glass to the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Connors. Thank you.
I think Charlotte, did you want to come up and make yourself known?
Oh, I've never spoke on a mic before, so this is weird. I can't... Huh? Yeah. Not used to talking in front of people, but okay. So yeah, I can't believe that this day is finally here, and it's just amazing to see all of you here to make it so special for you guys. I just can't believe how great you two are together. It's like, it's just like a friendship, like more than anything. You two just... I'm not good at this. I did have things in my head and now they've gone. Yeah, so I'm just so happy that all of you have made it feel so special for Kev and Ceri, and all Ceri's family welcoming us to their family, and everyone that couldn't make it today. Sorry. Yeah. Can we all raise a glass to Mum? Because she'd be here with her Baileys shaking her ice, wouldn't she? To Jill. To Jill. And to Kevin, to Kerry, and thank you so much everyone for coming.
Hey, how you going? I think to start with, I really think we need to give another big round of applause for these two. Think about this. Go for it. Go, go, go. Bring it on! I think about for any of you here in this room, uprooting where we are right now, moving somewhere else and start a new life. And within, what was it, 3 years that you... That's it. 2.5. You've done this, and you've accumulated what we've got in this room, and I think that's a pretty special task right there. And you didn't try and do that; like that shit just happened. So I think it's a very special effort to be able to do that. And I was just going to tell a little story about Kevin, which is always good fun. But it's not just about Kevin. It's more about the mateship that ensued along the way for his short friendship as well. I mean, I've known Kevin ever since I worked with Kevin, just in case anyone's ever wondering. We worked together at Jets at Kiwana, and if you're after some wonderful training and that type of stuff, come see us down at Jets at Kiwana. We've got some fantastic stuff happening down there. But no, other than the new deadlift and squat platform coming through, don't worry about that. We were out one Friday afternoon and we went snorkeling out at Moffat's, and it was pretty freaking cool. It was the first time I'd been snorkeling out at Moffat's, and we had a big turtle just cruising around and feeding around us and stuff like that. It was really cool. And Kev's like, well, tomorrow we're going to go up to DI with a few mates and stuff and blah, blah, blah. And long story short, we were heading off, and we all met round at my place and decided we'd load some boards under my roof. And I had this setup where you went through one carport out to the back, and they had roller doors. Long story short, we actually loaded everything up. We'll meet you at the bottle up the road. We left, and as we left, we subsequently ripped all the fins off one of the boards on the roof, and that was the start of the trip. And then good start, and I was thinking too, by the time we leave, there's going to be a lot of water up, so we're going to be driving through a lot of soft sand, and we hit the beach, and then all of a sudden, my car started to overheat a little bit once we hit the soft sand, and we thought, well, don't worry about it. We'll carry on, and we'll just drive and stop and drive. We just limped our way along until the radio would overheat, and we'd just wait for it to cool. But every time we waited for it to cool, we'd sit there and drink beers. Waiting for it to cool. And so all the other boys, and look, the other boys were fantastic. They accommodated our plight wholeheartedly, and we just kept limping on. And the other guys, by this stage, I'm sure had set up not only camp, but the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the pyramids, and whatever else they could have set up in the meantime by the time we were limping up the beach. So needless to say, by the time the sun set, we were a little bit retarded, and made we made the sensible decision at this stage to just sit still. We're done. We shouldn't really drive anywhere else. We don't have anything going. So we'd actually jumped in front of the car and like, well, we'll just make camp here. We'll just sleep in the car tonight, and we'll just assess things tomorrow morning. And by this stage, here comes Raph driving back, hooning up the beach. He sees us, pulls around. He's like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you doing? We're done. We're cooked. And he's like, we're literally just up here. So anyway, went up the beach, had a good little night, chilled out, and drove back the next morning. And radio was fine on the beach, and yeah, it was a great little time. Got a few little waves, and then by the time we hit the highway, the car blew up. Then so. However, so this comes back to mateship and loyalty. So we're sitting there on the side of the road. the radiator's literally exploded underneath the hood of the car, and it's like, well, look, Kevy, just go. Look, there's a tow truck coming through. He's like, mate, no, I can't leave you. I can't leave you now. And so I had to force Kevin to go and to leave, because there was literally nothing you could do. But he did not want to go, and I think that speaks volumes for him as well. So, even though I can't understand what he says at the best of times. No idea to this day, but I just assume what's going on is good. So yeah, it's all right. So other than that, Kev's a good bloke, and yeah, and I've still put up with him for the time that we've worked together. So it's good, works well. So raise your glasses to Kev and Ceri, and I think everyone is here because you're obviously all going to be of good steel from being amongst their carriage. So cheers, guys.
Well, another car story. I mean, if anybody's ever considering going on a road trip with these guys, don't do it, right? 'Cause that was round 3 of blowing up cars, I think. And that was within the first 9 months. Yeah, that's so good. So those of you who don't know us, I'm Leon and Kat and Lucas. When these guys moved over, they actually came and Airbnb'd our house as their first point of sort of contact in Australia. So we didn't know who these guys were, and in fact, I think we took the booking and then took off to Canada for 10 days, stayed 2 months, and had to come back to meet you guys. The only reason we came back to Australia was to let you in the door, and ended up couldn't get rid of them for like 5 months or something. But look, it was their fault. But look, these guys are great. Look, they hit the ground running, and it was quite impressive. We'd done it ourselves. Had bought a one-way ticket to Europe 8 or 9 years ago and taken off. So we know what it takes to have the balls to get up and transplant across the other side of the world, not knowing anyone. And that was kudos to yourselves there for having that courage and commitment to yourselves as well. It's not easy as a relationship to do that. So well done, guys. And you've really gone for it. I mean, you can see by the people in this room. I mean, some of you guys have come over from overseas, but it's a real testament to the sort of people you attract into your lives. So you're a credit to yourselves and to each other, and you've done really well. And I'd just like to congratulate you on that. So well done. I know some family. I mean, Chloe's come back. Charlotte, they've both come back from taking off overseas again, and Kerry's parents. Look at it. So that's a big effort. I don't know, you guys haven't been to Australia, have you? So it's I'd probably like to thank Kerry's dad for coming and the mum for having her, because yeah, you got it anyway. Yeah, I'll be practicing the dad joke, so that was probably not a dad joke either. So in terms of, I mean, Paulie said enough in terms of car catastrophes, we call them Kev-tastrophes. We had, I think the guys down here, Mark and Mick and these guys here, we all did a trip to Fraser, and most of that couple of days was spent trying to plug 50-cent size holes in Kev's radiator and towing it up the beach, and trying to race the tide back at midnight. And anyway, so we've done, with Kev in the boot, because we had to fit 8 people in the car, and we were driving through Eli Creek at high tide at midnight. So it was a bit sketchy, but that was part of the Australian experience, I guess. Yeah, that's right. We keep trying. We'll throw. So, and like in saying that, I mean, hopefully you guys don't piss the bed tonight. Kev's got a bit of a history there, but yeah. So, you'd like to say anything?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say that, from the first moment we met you two, just a ray of sunshine and just so beautiful together. Like I think Charlotte said, you're the best of friends, and the love you guys have for each other just melts my heart. You're just beautiful. So I just want to congratulate you. You know, this is the start of a beautiful adventure. Many, many, many more years of, you know, amazing things to come, and I can't wait to see where this journey takes you guys. So thanks for having us all here, and yeah, raise your glasses and let's celebrate these two.